Good morning, my dear students. First of all, I want to introduce myself. My name is Kishore Kumar. I am dealing social studies. Today, I came before you to teach 9th class lesson number 2, the natural rings of the earth. Okay, let us discuss. Before going to start this lesson, just I want to explain about what are the important concepts we are going to discuss in this lesson. Okay, see my dear children, on the surface of the earth we can see number of landforms, different type of landforms. What are the landforms? Mountains, plateaus, plains, okay, and also water bodies also we can notice. But as well as atmosphere also we can notice on the surface of the earth. Okay, atmosphere also rounded surface of the earth, surrounded surface of the earth. And life means nothing but from bacteria to like a small microorganism to big animals also existing on the surface of the earth, living on the surface of the earth. Okay, so these all the things also we are having common features. For example, we can take rocks or soils, mountains, plateaus, plains. All these will have hard rocks. So it has some common features. For example, we can take oceans, seas, water bodies, groundwater, ponds, lakes. All these called as a water bodies we have seen. Okay, so all the water bodies also will have one common features. Okay, that means here in the water bodies, what we are having commonly water only, but different names we are calling with that. Like oceans we are calling, and rivers and seas like that. But it has only one common feature, that is the water. In the same way, mountains, plateaus, plains, okay, soil. In this also we are having one of the common feature. It is called as a soil and hard rocks like that. Okay, minerals and hard rocks and soils and all this. And in the same way, coming to atmosphere, already I said that atmosphere also are surrounded on the surface of the earth, rounded on the surface of the earth like a blanket. And atmosphere means nothing but a mixture of number of gases like a hydrogen, helium, oxygen like that. Okay, so these all the comes under the one particular category, and these also will have some common features. It's called as a atmosphere like that. Means number of gases only existed, okay, including with water vapor also. Okay, and also in the another way, life I said. In the life also already I said that microorganism to big animals also living on the surface of the earth. Okay, in this also we can see that common features. So what is the topic we are going to discuss even here? First of all, understand clearly the heading of the lesson. The natural realms of the earth. What is the meaning of realms? Realms means nothing but the area which have some common features. The area which have some common features means, just now I said that rocks, mountains, okay, mountains, all these things also having some common features like that. So that means here the area which have some common features we can call as a realms we are saying. So these are the this is the heading of the 9th class second lesson, the natural realms. Realms means nothing but the area which have some common features is called as a realms we are saying. So what are the realms here? Natural realms, naturally formed on the surface of the earth. Example, mountains, oceans, and atmosphere and life in all these also here. So the area which has some common features we can call as a Reid's gas ring. Now in this lesson, what are the important concepts we are going to discuss even? Just now I have written here the natural rings of the earth. What are the, according to our scientists, according to our geographers, they are classified our natural rings of the earth like a lithosphere, hydrosphere, and atmosphere, another one biosphere. Once again I am going to repeat sequence. The natural rings of the earth classified by our geographers and our scientist peoples, in which way they are classified: lithosphere, point number 1, second one hydrosphere, third one atmosphere, fourth one biosphere. Okay, biosphere. Now coming to in this lesson, mainly we are going to discuss only about this lithosphere only we are going to discuss. Okay, what is the meaning of litho? Litho means nothing but rock, mountains in which were formed on the surface of the earth, plains in which way it was formed. What are the main effects, external effects, internal effects, and all these points also we are going to discuss in this lesson. Okay. So remaining part like a hydrosphere, atmosphere, biosphere also we are going to learn in the next chapters. Okay, in this chapter mainly we are going to concentrating on the lithosphere. So one more point here we have to discuss. The lithosphere also classified into, division into 3 divisions. Like what we are saying that first order landforms. First order landforms. First order landforms, second order landforms, third order landforms. Understand clearly, my dear children here. Lithosphere classified into 3 types. Lithosphere classified into 3 types means here these are the landforms. Okay, these are the landforms. So that means in the lithosphere, and detail we are going to explain about this lithosphere and everything also. So this one landforms. So landforms in which way classified here? First order landforms, second order landforms, third order landforms. What are the first order landforms? Oceans and continents. First order landforms, oceans and continents. Oceans and continents, first are the landforms. Okay. Now, second one. Second are the landforms. What are the second order landforms? Like a mountains, plains, plateaus. Mountains, plains, plateaus. Mountains, plains, plateaus. Third are the landforms. What are the third order landforms? Carved mountains, valleys. Carved mountains, valleys, and drift valleys, okay, and sand dunes. All these also comes under the third order landforms. Means landforms are classified into 3 types. These also comes under the lithosphere. Means litho means rock. Litho means rock. Okay. Litho means rock. It was derived from the Greek word. That information also we are going to discuss in the next class. Keep it in your mind. Lithosphere we are going to discuss in that landforms. Again landforms classified into 3 types. One is the first order landform, second order landform, third order landform. First order landform. What are the first order landform? Oceans and continents. The second order landform is mountains, plateaus, plains. Third order landform is carved mountains, valleys, sand dunes. Okay, all this comes under the third order landforms. Now, so these landforms also in which way it was formed events. These landforms also in which way it was formed? Internal process and external process. Internal process. What was the meaning of internal process? Means lot of with high compression, high pressure existed inside of the interior part of the earth, like a volcanoes eruption, otherwise the earthquakes. Okay, these all the process also happened in the interior part. It's called as a internal process. So again, that internal process also classified into two types: slow movements and sudden movements. Sudden movements example we can take as a earthquakes, otherwise and volcano eruption also we are saying. Slow movements means the plate movements, the plate tectonics we are saying. The movements of the plates, adjustment of the plates comes under the slow movements we are saying here. Now coming to external process. Until now we are discussing about the internal process for formation of the landforms. Formation of the landforms. Understand clearly here, my dear children, in which way landforms formed on the surface of the earth with two processes. What are they? Internal process, external process. Internal process classified into two movements: slow movements, sudden movements. What are the slow movements? The plate movements, the movements of the plates. Okay, that is a slow movement. And sudden movement. Sudden movement nothing but earthquakes and one more volcanic eruptions comes under the sudden movements. Okay, I hope you are understood. I think. Coming to external process. External process, what are the process? External process is nothing but outer surface of the earth. Also happened some of the process, few of the process, that is with weathering, erection, transportation and deposition. That means these are the effects of wind and water. Effects of the wind and water. Due to effects of the wind and water also, we can find out a lot of changes on the surface of the earth. Okay, so in this lesson, one more point we are going to discuss here: work of water, work of glacier, work of waves, work of winds, work of sand dunes also we are going to discuss. Okay, now one by one in detail we are going to discuss. First we are taking here lithosphere and hydrosphere, after that atmosphere, after that biosphere. Introduction part we are going to discuss. See once in your textbook, page number 14. Page number 14, please open and see once here. Okay, once again I am repeating that what is the meaning of reams means the area which has some common features. Okay, area which has some common features. Okay, so and our earth scientists, they are divided into how many classified into how many divisions here? 4 divisions. What are they? Lithosphere, hydrosphere and atmosphere, biosphere. Now one by one we are going to discuss about lithosphere and later hydrosphere and later atmosphere, later biosphere we are going to discuss now. See children, open your textbooks page number 14. So, the continuation of our class, the reams, the natural reams of the earth. Okay, already I explained about that what is the meaning of reams. Reams means nothing but the area which have some common features. The area which have some common features is known as reams, we are saying. So, according to our earth scientist peoples, they have suggested that, they are divided that our earth consists with major 4 reams, natural reams. They are, first one is lithosphere, hydrosphere, third one atmosphere, fourth one biosphere. Okay, my dear children. Now, in this class, one by one, we are learning about details about these major reams of the nature, important natural reams of the earth we are going to discuss. In that first one already I said that lithosphere. Okay, my dear children. So, actually the lithosphere we are going to discuss what is the meaning of lithosphere. See once, my dear children, this is the earth. This is the earth. Okay. So on the surface of the earth, and that means this part, crust we are saying. Crust, already we are studied about the crust, means the top part of the surface of the earth is called as a crust we are saying. Okay. Outer part of the earth, surface of the earth is called as a crust we are saying. So it is a solid crust. Completely it's a solid crust. Completely it's a solid crust. Okay. And also completely it's hard top part of the earth. Hard top part of the earth. This one entirely hard top part of the earth. And it is made up of rock and minerals. It is made up of rock and minerals. Okay. And that is it's covered with soil also. It's covered with soil. And what is in the Greek word, what is the meaning of litho? In the Greek word, litho means, according to Greek terminology, litho means, what is the meaning of litho means? Stone or rock. Okay, my dear children, all of you listen carefully here. What in the Greek terminology, according to Greek terminology, litho means stone or rock. Okay. So lithosphere, I said. Sphere means, what is the meaning of sphere means? Sphere means nothing but ball. Okay. So, and how we are observing the smooth surface on the globe. Okay. So we cannot find out that type of smooth surface on the surface of the earth. Why? Because it's completely consistent with hard rocks and minerals and covered with soil also. Okay, it's not a smooth surface, but what are the main landforms that existed on the surface of the earth here, like mountains, different mountains, and valleys also existed. Valleys and deep valleys and low basins also existed in this on the surface of the earth, and the low basins also covered with water bodies. Okay, my dear children. Low plains, deep valleys, and also very deep basins. Very deep basins means that deep basins also covered with water bodies. And these lithosphere also can get heat from the sun, so it can get hot, and also it can get cool also. Okay, due to effect of the atmosphere, due to effect of the sun's temperature, and we use these type of rocks and soils also for different waste purpose also we are using on the surface of the earth. Okay, my dear children. So next topic we are going to discuss another one, major reefs. Understand clearly once again I am saying that the natural reefs of the earth divided into 4 types. One is the lithosphere, second one hydrosphere. Now we are going to discuss about hydrosphere. Okay, I am going to rub this one and I want to write hydrosphere. Okay, now what is the definition of hydrosphere? The reams of water is known as hydrosphere. Understand clearly, my dear children. The ream of water is known as hydrosphere, we are saying. Okay. Ream of water. Ream means, already I said that common features. A area which have common features is known as ream, we are saying. Okay. So, and this hydrosphere terminology also derived from the Greek word. What is that word is? Okay. Fyodor we are saying. Okay, so it is hydrosphere. That word also derived from the Greek word. Okay, what is that? Fyodor. Fyodor. What is the meaning of Fyodor? Means water. What is the meaning of Fyodor? Means water. Okay, water bodies. So on the surface of the earth we can find out different type of water bodies like oceans, seas, lakes. Okay, and tanks also we can find out on the surface of the earth. These are the main water bodies. Okay, now not only outer surface of the earth, whenever we are going to the deep interior part of the earth also we can find out few of the water accumulated in between the rocks. It's called as a aquifer we are saying, or groundwater we are saying. Okay, some part of the water is also found deep down. Some part of the water is also found deep down under the earth, like a groundwater or mineral water. Okay, what are the major water bodies? Major water bodies. Major water bodies. What are the major water bodies here? Mainly oceans, seas, lakes, ponds, rivers, okay, etc. Okay, so two reefs of the earth we are completed. Okay, one is lithosphere, already we have studied. Another one hydrosphere we are completed. Next one we are going to discuss about that atmosphere. See once page number 14, third one you will get correct idea. Okay, please open your textbooks and observe carefully, all of you please. Okay, now I am going to rub this one now, which one we are going to discuss about atmosphere. Okay. So what is the definition of the atmosphere? See once. The thin layer, understand clearly my dear children, the thin layer of air, the thin layer of air, that means here we can take over here, the thin layer like this. Okay, the thin layer of the air that surrounds the earth. Okay, the thin layer of the air that surrounds the earth is called as an atmosphere. The thin layer the thin layer of air that surrounds, okay, that surrounds the earth is called as a atmosphere we are saying. Okay, understand clearly my dear children, the thin layer of air that surrounds the earth is called as a atmosphere we are saying. Okay, so air means here mixture of number of gases. What are the important gases here existed? Like a oxygen, hydrogen, helium, nitrogen. Okay, these are the number of gases also existed in the air, mixed with the gases. Okay, and the thin layer of air that surrounds the earth, okay, is called as a atmosphere. Now, according to Greek terminology, this atmosphere word also derived from the atmos. Atmos. What is the meaning of atmos? Means vapor. What is the meaning of atmos? Means vapor. Okay, my dear children. So it consists of large number of gases, including with the oxygen, nitrogen, hydrogen, helium, and also water vapor and other dust particles also existed mixed with the air. That air also surrounds the earth. Okay, it's called as a atmosphere we are saying. Okay, my dear children. Another one, last one, fourth one we are going to discuss about that biosphere. Biosphere. Okay, bio means life. Bio means life. Okay, biosphere. Biosphere. What is the meaning of bio means life? This one also, this word also, term also derived from the Greek word only. Okay, on the surface of the earth we can notice this life also from small microorganism to one of the big huge animals also we can find out on the surface of the earth. Okay, so what is the definition here? See once, the realm of life. The realm means already I said that common natures. The realm of life. The realm of life is called as a biosphere, we are saying. Okay, including the bacteria and also which live high on the atmosphere as well as in the deep oceans also we can find out animals and small microorganisms to big animals. Okay, my children. So from the Greek terminology, bio means what here? Life. Okay, and bio means life. So this life also needs to all the remaining three realms. Okay, this life also required all the three realms. What are they mainly? Including with the rocks also we required for development of human beings purpose, and water also we required, and also atmosphere also we are required. Why? Because we are breathing, we are taking oxygen and we are releasing carbon dioxide. Okay, my dear children. So this life, this biosphere is depending upon other three realms. Okay, like life needs the presence of all the three realms like land, water and air. Okay, so next one we will study in this chapter. Next one we will study about that complete information about only first realms of the nature, that is lithosphere we are going to discuss. Lithosphere means nothing but that is the top part of the earth surface. Okay, lithosphere deals with the land. That's why that land forms, in which way the land forms formed, and what is the main causes. Okay, how does it rain, and how do volcanoes erupt and earthquakes, and why are the mountains formed, in which way it was formed, how the land forms formed on the surface of the earth. That entire information we are going to explain that great detail. Okay.